Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're doing great. This will be my first drive using full self-driving beta version 11.4.4. I know I was a little late to prepare this video. It's because I had a 2 weeks long trip to Europe, and between preparing for the trip and getting back home, I barely had time to sit down and focus on editing. Anyways, welcome back. Sit back and enjoy. Alright, so here we have two things that beta does that I would like to address. The first thing is that it's starting to turn the wheel before it's 100% sure that it can turn left, when it should actually be creeping forward straight until it is deemed safe to complete the maneuver. The second thing could only be felt in person. Beta tried to accelerate before letting vehicles going straight pass. This is definitely a new behavior for version 11.4.4 since it was not present in 11.4.2. I'm not too sure what's going to happen here. It seems that we have a regression around traffic barrels and construction areas. Beta seems to see the path around, but it seems to just refuse to take it, and it tries to accelerate towards the barrels, which forced me to take over on top of having traffic behind us, and I did not want to make it awkward. The reason I have not re-engaged beta before the right turn is because you don't really see it in the footage due to the dark screen. The path planner was showing a left turn maneuver. Here is another reason I think beta has regressed around the traffic barrels. It seems to slow down inexplicably to an almost full stop, and I'm forced to use the throttle to force it through. I do try to give it back control, but it keeps on braking. It was also trying to slow down here around the traffic barrels. This left turn was almost done perfectly until it decided to slow down aggressively at the end. What you are about to witness is a completely new behavior that I've only noticed in 11.4.4. I'm not sure if it was part of 11.4.3 though. Look at how the car is going around this parked car and how it is squeezing through between the vehicles on the left and the parked cars. Beta is expressing a lot more confidence between parked cars and other obstacles next to them. I consider that a major improvement despite the short pauses behind every car, which seems much longer in person. At that moment I was thinking to myself that I would not have slowed down that much for this vehicle on the right and would have gone around it, but I presume that Beta did not really know that the car was parking right away. For once here, Beta seems to have slowed down in accordance with the slope, but not enough to go comfortably through the curve. Here, Beta realizes at the last moment that it was not in the left turn lane and decides to jump into the other left turn lane when it was too late, and anyways that left turn lane closes on the ramp, and that is why I prefer to use the rightmost left turn lane at this intersection. I don't understand why Beta is being this stubborn and trying to be in that leftmost lane. This is another stubborn moment. It tries to change lanes on a double solid white line, and it forgets to make the lane change when it's appropriate. Look at that, it's going to take the wrong exit. And here it is slowing down way too much too early. You don't really see it, but behind me I have cars closing up and wondering why I'm going this slow. This will not be counted as a disengagement, as I am only disengaging to inform the team about the speed. So here Beta is stuck in the left turn lane only, and instead of doing what the recall that delayed the wide release of Beta says that it should do in those scenarios, it actually tries to do the complete opposite without even employing the right turn signal, and there is a red light for left turns, so that's why I disengaged. Beta stayed in the left turn only lane and tried not to follow the traffic rules. Notice how much it slows down to go between those two sticks, although there is more than enough room to go between them. I cannot wait for Beta to be comfortable with them, but however I do not want it to go full speed between them. I just want it to slow down to a reasonable speed. Okay, not bad. A bit too wide, but not too bad. It seems that sign has a car. I just used a bit of throttle because I went for the wrong lane and panicked because there were parked cars. And now I don't know why it keeps on braking since that turn, Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure if it recognized the turn signal of that Nissan Rogue, but it feels like it left enough room for it to merge. I'm going to have to see another similar situation to confirm, because it did actually seem like it was slowing down to allow them to merge. Or unless it's actually thinking about the lane change. Okay, now it's going to slow down. I don't know what's going on with this version. It seems to slow down around cones. And here again, so I'm using some throttle again. And I keep on trying to, you know, give it back control by releasing the throttle for a second, and it keeps on braking again. That's actually good planning ahead, because at the next traffic light the left lane is reserved for left turns. That's a good job. Now that's it. That's what I was thinking. It's not actually recognizing turn signals unless this one is because the turn signal was red. Maybe that's why I didn't recognize it, so I'll have to wait. Here I was brought to silence because the car accelerated way too much into potholes. Ah, that's the left hand. I thought I was planning to change then to the right. Yeah, I should creep. I understand legally why it's not creeping, but the car behind us might be wondering why we're not creeping. Okay, seems to think about it. Okay, there's a pedestrian. No. Okay. No, I should go now. Okay, okay, we get some throttle and we have a pedestrian crossing on the left, but it seems too hesitant. I should go now, so I'm forcing it with the throttle. Okay, let's see how it handles the situation. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Okay, now we should. Okay, really good. Really good. Good job, Tesla. Okay, I don't know why it's slowing down now. It could be due to the construction worker. I feel it's going too wide for that turn. It should hug the right side of the road. There's a lot of room for it to hug the right side. I don't know if it's related to that person standing next to their car back there. Because now, if somebody wants to go straight, we're sort of blocking their way. Interesting, so there won't be any lane markings. So far, not bad. It's considering as if there were 3 lanes, which is not the case. There are 2 lanes and parking lanes on the side of the road. Now, in my opinion, it stopped a bit too early, but I think it's because it does not see a stop line, so fair enough. It's doing an okay job guessing where the lanes should be. Actually, it did a great job now that I see where they are. But it's at this intersection that it changes, it becomes 2 lanes. That's why it's a bit awkward. Now I don't know why it changed lane to the right. Oh, because the destination is not where I want it to be. Okay, so it's okay. So I'll take over in a moment. Then here it turns back into a 3-lane road. It's really odd the way St. Catherine is done. Okay, it should go. Giving it some throttle. It's taking too much. It's hesitating too much at those turns when the pedestrian signal is saying 0 seconds and it's in orange. I think eventually if Tesla programs or gives the neural networks the ability to recognize those pedestrian crossing signals, it would give it a great advantage, because it's unsure if the pedestrians are going to cross or not, when they're not supposed to even cross. Okay, now I don't know why it's slowing down that much here, but at least there was no one behind us, so I didn't have to get it out of its comfort zone. Okay, so now we're going to get stuck behind this car because there might be some pedestrians that will try to cross, and then Beta is just going to wait behind it. Unless it decides to go around it in time, but it's too late now. Okay, now yeah, it's a good time. Like it's not, Beta's not doing anything unsafe, it's just time consuming when it takes so long to realize what's going on around it. And now, for instance, at this corner, I know at this intersection a lot of people are going to want to turn left here, and there's a high chance that we get stuck behind that person because they forget to put their turn signal. Let's see how it goes. I usually out of instinct change lane here because I know that might happen, but got lucky today. Seems to be like some sort of strike. A bit harsh on the brake here. We all knew that the cyclist was going to go at his green light. Okay, better not go now, because not only do we not have priority, it's a green arrow on a main boulevard. Okay, at least stop, because it seemed like it was committing. Still not safe to go. Okay, now I should go. Okay, I'm giving it some throttle because it seems not to know that the blinking green light means that we have priority. That was quite a lot of commitment, too fast, and narrow turn. But at least it was safe. Graceful correction. Okay, it was going to the wrong lane and then I realized it. unless I just wanted to avoid the cones, which at least it did the right thing. Okay, I like this lane change because there is no guarantee that the left lane after this intersection is open. Okay, now this is weird. And now the turn signal is just confusing. Should not. Okay. Beta was making an unnecessary lane change. I understand why the confusion here. Even humans don't understand that the left lane goes into the yellow lanes here. So that's why Beta tried to change lane of back there, because I wanted to be like straight behind this lane after the intersection. But I doubt that this is how it's meant to be. I think what it's meant to be is this is supposed to be the right lane before the Montreal Street. Yeah, we'll need eventually to understand those white signals, which means that you can use the I noticed while editing that it was considering that white light in the middle as a traffic signal, and it was not understanding it, so that's why it was slowing down. I'm giving it some throttle. Okay, now I'm letting it do its thing. I don't know why it wanted to stop back there. I don't see any reason. Maybe I'll find it during while editing. This car is not supposed to turn left. Left turns are not allowed on Park Avenue. Okay, it's slowing down too much. Giving it some throttle. Alright. Again, don't know why. It might be related to the truck that was parked over there. Another harsh, unnecessary brake. And I have traffic behind me, so I don't want to be a jerk. Okay, now at least I understand there's a pedestrian. Okay, so now I should be planning already, because I can see that this truck is parked in the middle of the road. I don't like that maneuver too much. Should have used the turn signals and then the other turn signal to come back here into the original lane. Okay, it could have passed. Okay, this is extremely wrong. Beta stopped abruptly for a yellow signal and then tried to cross on a red light. This is extremely wrong. Like, it could have passed at the yellow, but then it's red. Don't pass. Don't go if you stop. Okay, let's see how it's going to go around that vehicle that doesn't know how to stage. He's worse than Beta. Why isn't it slowing down? Okay, fairly good. If you're still here, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're new, subscribe and press that subscription button again and select all to be notified as soon as I upload a new video. So we have had a total of 7 disengagements, 15 interventions, and 3 voice memos. The interventions were all throttle interventions because the car kept on slowing down almost to a full stop next to traffic barrels, and the voice memos were basically disengagements, but I don't count them as disengagements. I only disengaged at those moments because I wanted to provide the beta team with descriptions of areas that need improvement. Anyways guys, I decided to split the video in two parts because I found out that just part 1 was above 20 minutes and I did not want to make overly long videos. So keep an eye for part 2, it should be uploaded soon. Hope you enjoyed this video and have a wonderful rest of your day.